know we had Mr. Ponder on our show, and we were so aggressive with Mr. Ponder. We later apologized to Mr. Ponder because he was saying they were trying to serve Larry Reid with a $20 million lawsuit, but Bishop Whitehead said he couldn't find Larry Reid. But eventually, now he finally served Larry Reid with the $20 million lawsuit. And I do have a newspaper of that, and I want to make sure that we talk about that because this was like a couple of months back. We have not got our hands on the court documents because it's not in a federal case. I believe this is a state case, so I couldn't find it on the federal site. So once we get hold of to the paperwork, I would love to read it. So I got to do a little bit more research to get a hold of the paperwork to read it. But the flashy Brooklyn Bishop Lamar Whitehead, who was robbed for more than $1 million in jewelry in a caught on video held in the pulpit, has filed $20 million lawsuit against two bloggers. Okay. The separate defendants are YouTuber named Jives with more than 80,000 subscribers and another online personality, Larry Reid. Okay. Both men publicly claimed Whitehead was a scammer, among other things, leading the plaintiff to lose business deals, church members, and incomes, the suit says. Jives, whose full name is, you already know his full name, claim on his YouTube channel last month that Whitehead is wearing the same jewelry that he got robbed in, according to court documents filed in the Kings County Court on Friday. Oh, the Kings County Court. Okay. Jives also allegedly accused Whitehead of drug dealing, collaborating with Bloods and Crips. The YouTube comment was all false, defamatory, slanderous, says the suit, which is seeking no less than $20 million or such other amount to be proven at trial. Meanwhile, Reid wrote online that Bishop Whitehead scammed people out of money. Said the other suit also filed in Kings County. Reid also allegedly said that online that Whitehead will be locked up in about 3 months after his Gucci loving Brooklyn Bishop was robbed at a gunpoint during a live streaming service in July. Whitehead said in his suit against Reid that the statements are false and expose plaintiff to the public contempt, ridicule, aversion, and or disgrace. The bishop is seeking more than $20 million in damages of the such amount in his suit against Reid. Whitehead, who was alleged history of grifting and serving prison for identity theft and grand larceny, lost more than an estimated $1 million in jewelry in July 24th crime. The gold grim dripping clergyman who tools around in luxury vehicles such as the Rolls Royce has battled back against critics who claim his high-flying lifestyle made him a target for crooks. The robbers' haul included a $75,000 Rolex watch, a $75,000 Cavalier watch, and several crosses worth tens of thousands of dollars a pop. The thieves have yet to be caught. Jives fired back at Whitehead lawsuit Monday. I'm a commentator, Jives said to the Post. I give commentary on religious, politics, public figure, everything. We make a lot of jokes, especially about this particular situation, because this guy really is a joke. So for him to try to even file something is, oh, wow, egregious. Thank you. He's mad because people is getting the backlash. And I'm like, dude, you're doing all of this talking about a robbery. Who else in the world is out here having interviews about being robbed? Reid called Whitehead's suit absurd and unfounded. The key about a defamation lawsuit, you got to show a loss. You also got to show malicious intent. You hear this? This is Larry Reid talking. I just stated that every other outlet stated, so he should be suing them as well. He said there's no good reputation to defame. He has no case. Whitehead lawyer Brian Ponder told the Post the defamatory statements that are being made are affecting the bishop's business in the church and the professional duties. So he's going to very aggressively hold those people accountable that they are behind it. This is the beginning of the process of dealing with those actors maliciously stating falsehoods about the bishop. The lawyer said, adding that there would be many more similar lawsuits coming. So, you know, as I look at this lawsuit and him suing Larry Reid, now I don't know if Larry Reid is saying so in malicious intent. I know he was making jokes about Bishop Whitehead. He did call Bishop Whitehead a scammer. So I don't necessarily know if this is actually going to be a successful suit for Bishop Whitehead, because Bishop Whitehead have a United States case against him, meaning that the United States of America, the feds got a case against Bishop Whitehead. Bishop Whitehead was arrested because he has some charges of fraud and many other things. So I don't know if you're suing for defamation when you have a criminal case over your head. So I don't know if that's going to actually work, because when you go in the federal court database, and we will be talking about the Bishop Whitehead court that he got against the feds, and we're going to talk about that at a later date. So I don't know how would that actually work when you've been arrested by federal agents for fraud and they're calling you a fraud. So I don't know how that's going to work in the court. So I don't know. Maybe I'm not a lawyer, so maybe we can get a lawyer on the line and they can definitely talk about it and have that conversation. Maybe I get my good sister, lawyer friend, to give me any insight. But we don't know. And I guess he really, it goes deeper with Larry versus King Jobs, because Larry refused Bishop Whitehead, according to Larry Reid, and that Bishop Jordan actually ended his working relationship with Bishop Whitehead, I'm assuming, when Bishop Whitehead was trying to run for office in New York. He wanted Larry Reid and Bishop Bernard Jordan to support, and they didn't give it to him. So maybe Bishop Whitehead have a grudge, some type of grudge against Larry Reid. And so we will see how this is going to play out in the court. Larry Reid going to have to answer this with his lawyers, as well as he may have a lawsuit with Levante, and he may have a lawsuit with Tasha. I may not be discussed for a lawsuit at all, but that's a lot of money he's going to have to fork over, time of hours, and then if this go to trial, there's going to be more money as well, and you're going to be forking out a lot of money for your legal team. So we're going to see how this is going to be played out in the future. This is definitely in the news. Like I said, it was in the New York Post, but we will continue to talk about it. We were one of the first YouTubers to talk about this lawsuit that Larry Reid have finally been served. We're following this Larry Reid to the very end, and we wish Bishop Whitehead all the success. I hope that this trial I hope it goes to trial, because that will lead more clicks and views for myself. So I would love for it to go to trial. I don't want it to be settled. I don't think Larry will settle. I think he will be petty enough to take this to trial. It will be good promo. And so we will see how that's going to play out in the future. But again, Larry, I don't know. You got another legal case with Bishop Whitehead. And let's be clear. If Bishop Whitehead get cleared with the feds, which I highly doubt it, because the feds they have a huge success rate of winning their cases. But let's just say, hypothetically speaking, Bishop Whitehead get a not guilty verdict. I think Bishop Whitehead will be one of the top talents in the church sector for that male energy. Number one, he's a masculine man. Number two, he is a married man. Number three, he's a bishop. He was robbed, and he just delivers great content. He's very articulate, intelligent. And I think that if he were to get off with the feds, he can be a great commentator in the church sector. I think he will give Larry Reid a run for his money, because Larry Reid have been down lately. A lot of churches are not willing to work with Larry because of these strong allegations of him funneling and telling Levante to twerk butt naked. So he have a lot of issues right now. So when he was telling Levante, 15, 14-year-old Levante, to do all these things allegedly, a lot of people don't want to associate themselves with a Larry Reid, not at this very moment. So we're going to see how this is going to be played out. Like, Larry rarely haven't even done celebrity gossip topics, because he's trying to make sure that people don't distract with the allegations. I mean, he put the comments off the video. He blocked the comments. He also went all the way and blocked the situation on his Patreon, because he's trying to make sure that the public do not bring about those strong allegations. And then also he had allegations about, with other minors as well. So we're going to see how this is going to play out with the Bishop Whitehead, but I think Larry have so many daunting issues right now because yet you have Bishop Whitehead on your back, you have Tasha K on your back, you have Wiley on your back, and I don't think Larry is equipped to deal with this much criticism. And I love the fact that, you know, we were able to sit on the sidelines and to see this case to see where this case is going to be. Now, I didn't get a chance to really get the information for the prosecutor to the police department. We're going to do that another day because like today it was the weather was bad. And I definitely want to see is we really going to get answers with Levante and his, you know, get some type of justice and some type of criminal proceeding. I do believe that, you know, Larry Reid should be questioned by the detectives. And I was greatly disturbed as a taxpayer, as a black man, that he was not questioned by the detectives. That's a failure for that particular police department. Because if someone said they were violated, the best you all should do is question the alleged aggressive pedo. So we definitely need to see why they did not question him. So we definitely are going to do our homework. I'm in communication with the newspaper down there. They've been asking me to send them some information, send them videos so they can be made aware of what is being discussed. And of course, they have a little bit more leeway to get information because they have a legal department. They know their way around the courts. So I'm just trying to get an understanding about that. But Larry, of course, he's trying everything out of his bosom to distract, to cause confusion, and it just did not work. I know they recently just had a meeting with his employee and his staff. They are under a lot of pressure because they're being questioned. Why are y'all supporting alleged pedo? And you know, some of them don't even like the employee with the weave defending Larry Reid. They feel as though that it should be another spokesperson to defend him. And they feel as though having a man that wear wigs should not be defending him at all. So that's what some of the people doesn't like. And particularly I'm hearing from a source. They're saying that the wife, his ex-wife, do not like that he having him to defend him because he's not doing a good job of defending Larry Reid. Actually, is he's doing more harm than good for that. So we're going to keep you all definitely like my source is telling me that his ex-wife is definitely under a lot of pressure. Even his daughters under a lot of pressure hearing these rumors and allegations. And the way that Larry handled it, he did not handle it appropriately. And it just didn't, he didn't, you know, he really didn't. And then when I saw him on IG, because we was live and he's trying to deflect, we had 3 times the amount of people. He had only 200 people in there, and that man wanted to talk about Doritos. And he's just trying to just deflect. Like, don't nobody care about no Doritos, bruh. We want to care, did you violate Levante? Why haven't you took a lie detector test with 3 different lie detector companies? Why haven't you done that? So you still have not done that, sir. So, and you didn't even listen to your attorneys because your attorneys would tell you not to talk about this case. But you because you're so cheap, you're giving your defender a laptop. You need a professional crisis manager to deliver your message that is trained of dealing with crisis, and you failed to do so. You decided to pick up somebody in a trailer park that wear weaves to defend you. And you just appease him with laptops and some lube and some condoms. But you got to pay big money for them high-profile PR firms that you did not do it for. And maybe you're hired when BET drop you and all of those things. But yeah, it is what it is. And so you can't go to Armon Wiggins because he's on a detox. He looked at the drunk food in Atlanta, Georgia with beer and alcohol. And so he's on an entire detox. He not doing alcohol. He not doing no more poppers, no more sniff under that nose. He just completely just done with it at all. And see, Storm on Raw, which that will make Larry Reid cheerleader or groupie. He decided to block me on all social media. That is fine. He blocked me on all social media. And we told his assistant we're fine with that because we didn't do anything wrong. I believe that was an excruciating flop of the interview. The quality was just bad. Storm has failed to invest the millions, the six figures, the money that he was getting into his platform. And so he did not have the development contract. Armon, aka the drunk, he had failed because he didn't even tell Storm to hook up the camera equipment, any of those things. He could have done that right in and there, but didn't care nothing about that. Larry didn't care nothing about Armon. He got him drunk with ginger beer and alcohol and Hennessy and poppers and the sniff, white powder. He didn't even to set up the camera. It was so disastrous that they was just squeezing this one little frame, knee on knee, and their legs wide open, talking about peen. And so when he released the video, they unplugged the cord because Storm was extremely excited to see two men, in his place, and he's just so excited talking about sex that he plugged out of a Blue Yeti. And the Blue Yeti or something a beginner podcaster would get. That's like for a beginner, not for somebody to have almost 300,000 followers and a lot of viewership. But he used to have a lot of viewership. Storm have not been hitting like that lately. I mean, R. Kelly would have been great, but nobody's really checking for R. Kelly. R. Kelly was news back a couple of years ago, and he didn't ask R. Kelly a tough questions. He got dragged by another human being that's up Armon's butt. Sean dragged him, and Sean David Wade dragged him, and and Storm went, "Oh my God, I didn't steal that exclusive. It was my exclusive. I didn't steal it. Y'all didn't give me my credit. Y'all didn't give me," crying like a little baby. And so it just completely distracted his R. Kelly moment, because all Sean had to do was just say it was a fake exclusive. And, we had Storm back because it wasn't a fake exclusive, but that same person that had his back, he decided to get in front of Armon Wiggins drunk and decided not to say my name for whatever reason. That was very shady. I don't know if he took a couple of powder poppers, with white powder poppers. I don't know, because he decided not to say my name for whatever reason. We worked together. We've been on the phone together. We've done everything with Storm other than meet that brother in person. But he decided to get in front of it and didn't want to give any free publicity. But that doesn't work. We've been on his show. We got a lot of views over there in the show, helped him get a lot of subscribers. And, he want to act like he don't know me. That is fine. But this is the same type of man that is single and don't have nobody, living in a high rise and have to be secretive, don't want to really go out in Atlanta, don't really like to be around black people, and he's black himself. His mom is black, and called himself Storm because he want to be a white man, never could be white. He's too chunky and he got them rosy cheeks. He's black. And, and he want to hang out with the Armons. Armons don't want to hang out with him. I don't necessarily see all of those type of things, him hanging out with him at all. Armon didn't even help him with his equipment. And so it was all around a disaster. They was in front of a bookshelf with no books, and it was just really, really sad. Then I heard Tasha K say he downsized to a smaller apartment, and that's why he was crumped up in that little bitty space, knees on knees, and peeing all out and legs spread all open. And so that's just how it all goes. You know what I'm saying? And Armon, he didn't even know he was there, high on poppers, coke, and everything else. I don't know if it was coke, maybe it's Coca-Cola or something. Look, sniff. He said he is detoxing from poppers. Poppers is a substance that you put up your nose to take peen up your rectum. So I don't know if he's going to let his man put the little Peter Pecker up his rectum, because he's no longer taking poppers. So I just don't know. I really, really don't know. I know his man don't want to have a cleaner because because Armon went on his channel, didn't want me to have a cleaner, and he said I must be nasty because I hired a cleaning staff. But then in that same breath, he said he want to hire a cleaning staff, and then he want to hire a laundry staff to fold his dirty laundry. So does that make it seem like you got dirty drawers because you want a laundry person? No, it's like, hey, you want to hire staff to do it. I've always said that I'm auditioning to being rich. I'm auditioning for the lifestyle that I want to have for the rest of my life. And that is hire people to do the things that I don't want to do. I don't want to drive myself. I don't want to even pick up the fork to feed me. I want to be so rich that I have a staff that they cut my food up and they put it in my mouth. That's how rich I want to be. When it's raining, that they hold the umbrella, all right? They keep the doors open and make sure they massage me. If I want to use the restroom, they pull down my pants and make sure I use the restroom. That's the type of success that I want. I want a security staff, assistants, and all of that type of way. That's the type of success that I want, and that's what I'm going to get, and I'm going to have. And so, me auditioning, hiring a beautiful cleaning staff to deodorize and clean my apartment, there's nothing wrong with that. I will continue to do it as long as I can. The reason why we cut back, we did a major budget cut because we are doing this full time, and so I don't want to be so frugal with that because I can just clean my own apartment. But once we get back into making good, profitable numbers, profitable quarters, we will bring those beautiful Hispanic women back into my home to deodorize, clean it from the top, from the bottom, and we'll continue to do so. And then not only that, when we really make it, we will hire bathers to make sure I'm bathing thoroughly and all of those type of things. And so, it's going to be that type of staff that we're going to definitely have, having the staff coming in every morning. Good morning, Mr. Wiley. This is your daily schedule, and we go over meetings and all of that. That's the type of idea and type of mindset that we have. We have meetings and we create ideas, we create moves. We are business, we are brokers, we are all that. And so that's the idea that I have. And so when I said that I had a cleaning staff, I didn't know that Armon was going to be listening to the show, but he's also a fan of the Wiley Show. I mean, he can't do any poppers, he can't drink. All he have to do is sit in a nice high-rise apartment and watch the Wiley Show. I think that's an honor. On that big flash screen that he had plastered on his wall, he's watching the Wiley Show, and I think that's an honor. And his boyfriend watched the Wiley Show as well as his dogs. So I think that's an honor, and it's such great, and it makes me feel good that someone of Armon Wiggins caliber and watching the Wiley Show, we watch each other. And so I love that brother. At the end of the day, I will never stop loving him, and I will always bring him on my show when he want to come on the show. He haven't came on lately, but he watch. So he don't jump out of the bushes because he don't want to do that anymore. But he do watch. So we respect that and, keep watching. A lot of his moderators, I've talked to some today. They are big fans of our show and they watch us and we love it. And the only reason why you don't see them in the comments because they don't want to be blocked. And I always tell them, don't be a fool. You want to be over there with the cool kids, just talk to me offline, but keep hitting that Cash App. We good to go. Your secret safe with me. All right. So that's just how that goes. You keep hitting the Cash App and your secret safe with me. You always welcome over here at the Wiley Show. Oh man, it's gonna make no difference because our show is growing. Our numbers are doing incredibly well. I just think that Armon and others, they don't like the sets. Now, it is a spirit out there that they don't want to say Wiley Show name because they know if we say Wiley Show name, he will get instant clout because we're going to Google Wiley. So they band together. Storm joined the cool kids. They're working them in there, even though they dragged them, call them gay, call them chunky, they call them all type of stuff. They call them all type of things. So he's back over there working with the cool kids. So he's joined the whole thing. Mute Wiley, don't say Wiley name. And that's what they do. But yeah, he still watched the Wiley Show and all of that type of stuff. That is fine. He still watched the Wiley Show and does great things and continue to watch. That's fine. That doesn't bother me when they don't say our name. That only make us work even harder to cater towards that base. And we already in the base of Storm. We in the base of Armon. We even doing great numbers with the Larry Reid audience. I was really, really shocked that the church ladies love us over here at the Wiley Show because we do an amazing job. And so I love that. The church ladies love it. And that's why Larry Reid can't say the Wiley Show name because he can't match that energy with me because he know I can go with you just like you can go there. I can go there too, bruh. All right. And so that's how that whole energy come about. And Larry is very embarrassed, I would expect, because he thought that Storm and Armon piece was going to just shake the culture. It was going to clear his name and it made him look more guilty. And the same people he funded did not make him look innocent. They made him look more predator-like because what he did was bring my money and y'all defend me, and it just did not work. It made him look more guilty. And he tried to shift the conversation. Well, let's talk about YouTube. Let's talk about your success. How do you deal with the haters and how you do all that? That's you can't deflect. It didn't work because Milagro is a very loud chocolate black woman, loud, attractive black, beautiful black, and she came out and she dragged that interview. Dragged it for filth. Beautiful black, and she's loud. So she dragged that interview. She's the #1 show on Station Head. And she dragged it. Her many thousand followers. And also calls Storm fake. She dragged the production. You didn't see Armon dragging her? Because he got in bed with her. He could drag me because I'm just an easy target. He can't. Armon is dealing with a spiritual malfunction because Armon did something that I think was very dangerous. It was dangerous when he embraced Larry Reid. That was very dangerous. It's dangerous because he's getting in bed with these female rappers that don't care none about him or who he loved because they are very homophobic themselves. And he attached himself to these rappers and he handcuffs himself because when he do his content, it's completely a stand page-ish. Right? And he still haven't learned that yet. And every day he scream and say, I'm not a stand page. I'm not a stand page. You are a stand page. And then he have to deal with, he was Jason Lee reject and Tasha K reject. Yeah, he have to deal with these things. And then he get on the red carpet, but that's easy to get on a red carpet. That's not hard to get on a red carpet. You know, the good PR people, you can get invited to those red carpets. It's not hard. And he's so excited. Oh my God, I have a Getty images. Anybody can get a Getty. Just get a photographer, come to your event, and get all that. That ain't nothing to brag about. Oh, who gives a darn? Your best friend with dregs, he get Getty images all the time and do red carpets, but you dumped him and said, oh my gosh, his success ain't nowhere near my success, and dumped your friend. When your face was half frozen, your friend picked you up and allows you to lay with him. Not lay with him. I don't know if y'all laid together, sniffed some stuff together. I don't know. But you laid in his house, you know, and then as soon as you got a taste of success and your friend said, listen, I'm tired of waiting for you to bring me up. I want to make some moves myself. You decided to drop him like a bad habit because he decided not to burn the image with Jason. He decided not to burn the image with Jaguar, right? He decided not to burn the bridge with Tasha K. But then you got mad because he mentioned your name to Tasha, but you mentioned my name to Tasha. So why are you mad when he mentioned your name to Tasha? That just don't make any type of sense. And then your friend, his platform really can't get off the ground because this man's sitting on a gold mine to get hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but he won't do it. Only thing he want to talk about Jaguar Wright. He want to address elephant in the room because you know that he's a little with the kids over there. Mm-hmm. He's with us, the slow kids. Mm-hmm. So he ain't gonna really do that. He's just gonna sit and just beg for cash apps, and he's sitting on a gold mine, but won't do it. And then you just have to sit and beg for. He have to sit. Had to sit and beg for cash apps. So if he just talk about how he was just in your shadow, how much of a narcissist you is, how you just trash him, how you always belittled him, and he really give you those secrets and talk about, he would get a lot of subscribers. But of course, he don't want to do that. It didn't really work with him in Chasing LA. That flopped. It didn't help his career as a YouTuber. He have to talk about Jaguar, right? A mentally disturbed woman, and use her for clicks and views, and have to get Solar, a person that know how to sprinkle a little magic on your womb and got you going crazy and barking like a dog, and make you put ashes and make you eat ashes, because he give you that majestic type of peen that he sprinkle dust, and he sprinkled some of the urine off the Nature Boy and sprinkled it in and put it all on his condom and then insert it in you, and then you started going a little, hoo-hoo. And that's who he embraced, on the show. So, and Armon dumped this particular person. He got dumped by Armon Wiggins publicly and didn't say a word. So that person know not to put them lips on me. Man, you got dumped and didn't say nothing, didn't say crap. He dumped you publicly, dropped you like a bad habit. You got the audacity to put your mouth on me and say something about me. So you got done by Armon. Talk about that. That's more interesting than talk about Wiley. Because you got more history with Armon. Right, Michael? Michael, you got a lot of history with Armon Wiggins. Michael, you know Armon when y'all were little boys. But Michael, you have always been that little boy, smart, in school, but never could get being a cool kid. So now, Michael, you on YouTube. Grew a little bit bigger. Now you're on the internet getting clicks and views, Michael. And now you have to sit at your computer and beg for cash apps and super stickers. Before you get to the topic, you have literally begged for 2 hours and 33 minutes straight to give us 2 minutes worth of tea. And then after you do 2 minutes worth of tea, then you go right back into begging. And then on your little banner, you post a number that somebody did not even give. You don't even know how to change it off your banner. And you just continue to do it, Michael. Michael. Sir. Wow. I never knew a man that got dumped by Armon. A man that was at your door eating your food. Dumped you. Michael. Wow. Quite sad. You do a free reality show. You know that's rough. You really want to do Chase in LA, Michael. And you said, I'm on Chase in LA. But you did that show for free. So you went to go chase your dream, Michael, in LA for free, and it's hurting your pockets. My close source said you're having a hard time feeding yourself. Hard time paying that high expensive rent. Because you wanted to follow your dream on a free show. Don't really profit you to say you on Chasing LA when you did it for free and you literally have to beg your subscribers to pay your rent, Michael. That must be really sad, tough. Must be really tough, Michael. Must be really tough to go through that. Seeing you at those red carpets, stomach growling, bank account low. You taking those pictures, cheesing, laughing, holding Nick at Night purse while she's getting all the clicks and views and all the money and people buying her pantyhose. And when they go to your site, Michael, they don't even buy an item for their hair. And all you have is to be able to hold Nick at Night panties in her purse, in her coat, in her car keys, in her camera. And she gets the clicks and views, Michael. And you'll continue to be in the dark, Michael. Oh, brother Michael. Wow. Michael. Michael! Where are you, Michael? Where are you? Get it together, Michael. Get it together. All right. So, to the Perrier, to the Periana, to the Perio. All right. Wow, we've been on here for 2 hours. We're going to open up the phone lines. This has been a slow news week. Not really. We're going to do our after show. We're going to get into some things over there. And we're going to open up the phone lines. It's going to take about 3 or 4 callers. Okay. We are definitely going to do that. And we're going to have a good time. Having all those good time. We're talking about Michael. I'm having a conversation about Michael. All right. That's what we're doing. All right. We having a conversation about Michael. All right. Okay. So, all right, let's open up the phone lines and then I'm going to do my members only because that's going to be some tea on the after show. Now, the after show is going to be on members only, you guys. So you have to sign up for a subscription right now. It's $4.99. We already have content on there. We're doing the after show, okay? And that's going to be on members only. We got other content on there as well. And that's only $4.99. Sign up today. It's $5. Sign up for today where you get content. Most of the people that y'all follow don't even produce nothing on members only. I was just over there in the beef sector and I had a meeting with a person that's in the beef sector. They have members, but they offer no content. Most of the memberships in the beef sector, they don't offer no members only content. The only thing they offer is just them being a member in the chat. But over here, we give content. We have prayer calls. We have all type of stuff over there in the members only in Patreon. All right, for they get the same type of content for $4.99. All right, so we are definitely doing that. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. It's going to be right over there for the members only. It's going to be awesome. So I see a lot of y'all had called in about Larry Reid and y'all did not get a chance to call in because when I do a show, I got today about 50 phone calls today alone. So I've noticed that a lot of y'all don't like the late shows to call in. My call in is calling in between 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon, 3-4-5 in that time frame. Because in this phone, it was blowing up callers from Baltimore, Mississippi, Colorado, all over Atlanta. I was getting so many phone calls, and majority, all of it was they wanted to give commentary on the subject. So we're going to look at doing a schedule change to go live a little bit earlier than the time that we're going live because I've noticed that when I do a restream about 11 or 12 o'clock, we're getting a sector of phone calls that y'all are calling the number, the 972 number. And when I got those phone calls, I said, oh my gosh, y'all are listening to the show and y'all are calling the number. All right. So I actually love that. People doing the number. Now we already know if you name content creator's name, you are blocked and you won't be able to get unblocked unless you hit us in the DM with a little bit of conversation. All right. I'm just saying. Because y'all already know. All right. Because I have the power to block. And if you want to get unblocked, I will let you know what you have to do. All right. Now we're going to open up the phone lines. Okay. Because the moderators already know the rules. Okay. Thank you so very much. Like somebody said, Wiley's stealing everything for everybody. Oh, that's fine. All right. That's your opinion, sis. And it's coming from somebody that wear weaves. So if you wear weaves, you can't talk about somebody stealing something because that ain't really you. That's somebody else's hair that's on your head. Oh, you probably natural, right? Okay. You probably natural. All right. All right, let's go all lines. Hey, welcome to the Wiley Show.
Hey, Wiley. I'm not feeling too good, but
wait a minute. What you got? It ain't the Rona. Is it the Rona?
No. I think I have just a little cough and sinus thing going on. But
really?
I wanted to call this. Yeah, it's just a little thing. I think because at night I get really cold, so instead of turning the heat up, I put my heater on. But I still keep the window.
I'm sensing that you in that bed alone. Would that be accurate?
No.
So you're not?
Oh yeah, today, right now, yeah, I am because no one can be in here with me.
Yeah, you in the bed alone. So where your man?
Yeah.
Or your woman?
well, man, and he's in the living room.
So he not.
He doesn't want to be around when they're hacking.
Yeah, if I was with you, I would be in the room with you. We get sick together, and sickness and through health. Want to be in your presence at every moment.
Not when I'm blowing my nose and snot all over you. You wouldn't
Yeah,
want that.
absolutely. I love you, and I'll be there taking care of you. That's what the type of brother I am. But why you going through your sickness and
I
doing
like
this?
it. You're getting your game up. You're getting your game up.
I'm giving my game
For
up. It's fine. You already taken,
treat.
so I can't give you too much game. Are you married?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, you got that call. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully you well enough to come for Vegas. But go ahead with your comment.
I was gonna say those two guys were entertaining, but the comments, my stomach was hurting. I was like, yo, people are just going in. Your chat is live. That's all I can say. I was like, oh my God. They had no mercy. No mercy. I tried to put some positive in and it just flew by. I was like, oh my God.
I'm telling you, like I had got off the phone with brother Don, because Don Johnson came on my show yesterday. No, some days ago, and he's straight. And he told me, he said, "While your comments said I'm the first guest the chat have not dragged." I was shocked because my chat is very shady, and when I had Melvantre on, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, how can I read the comment?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I don't want to read the comment." And he read the comment, and I knew that
I was like, "Oh my God, you do not want to read these comments."
Yes, because like I said, you want to do chasing. Somebody put in the chat. I said chasing Kentucky. They said chasing KFC. I said, oh my gosh.
Your chat is something else, Wally. I tell you.
Yes.
Oh man, they have me stitches. But I don't think even though I think Larry is guilty of what he's being accused of with Levante. I don't think Bishop Whitehead's lawsuit is going to go anywhere because Larry didn't defame him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe he did suffer some type of financial loss or whatever, but $20 million worth of loss, I don't know about that. Even Cardi B didn't get $20 million. You know what I mean? So, this is gonna be interesting to watch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Also, thank you. I hope you feel better too. All right, the phone lines is open. Yeah, I don't think he would get 20 million. It's up to the jury to decide if it ever gets to that point. But yeah, it was so good getting that couple on. And another thing that the reason why I'm able to get more guests on the show, seeing that 30,000 subscriber number is really good. And so the thing that I'm learning in this business, you guys, is that when you have huge subscriber numbers, that do help you to garner interviews. Like that's something that Tasha K have. When she send those emails, when she say, I have 1 million subscribers, wow. Like a lot of people are doing. The reason why she don't have a lot of A-list celebrities is because of what she did to Cardi. But that's really good of getting interviews when you can say stuff like that. But when you can say, oh my God, I have 30,000 subscribers. We have about average 800-900 people in the chat. That's a good winner. And so I'm finding it real easy to get people on my show. And God have literally just laid it on my heart. And I just go down my timeline. I reach out to the guests. We don't pre-announce guests. We don't promote flyers. We don't do any of those things because you have people there be on a whole nother show. Now I don't mind because we interviewed another guy off Twitter. And he was on a whole nother platform. They said, oh, Wiley, I said, I don't mind because when you are an influencer, I want people to take a guest that was on the Wiley Show to interview them on other shows. That's my job as an influencer. You want to see other people influenced by the things that you do. Like Armon Wiggins is an influencer. Like when he had got the microphone, I've been wanting a microphone like the Breakfast Club. It was really, really great. He's an influencer. Like he's an influencer. So Tasha K is an influencer. When she had a camera and she got a mic quality, she influenced other people for their quality. Her thumbnails influence everybody to have their thumbs like that. So you become an influencer. So I don't understand when you supposed to be a social media influencer and then you mad when people is influenced by your culture. That's your sole job. Your job is for people to be influenced by you, to copy you or to imitate you. That's the sole purpose. And that's why people need to understand. So I don't get upset when people have people on the show and they interview them on their particular shows. That does not bother me at all, because just like I had that guest, it's going to be plenty other guests that's going to come over at the Wiley Show. My channel is different. We talked to a sister today on my radio show. My radio show. And on my radio show today, she talked about how hold on, welcome to the Wiley Show. Hold on one second. How our content is different than Armon Wiggins content. And it was really great. Thank you. Welcome to the Wiley Show. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Good afternoon, Wiley. How are you?
Doing great.
You've been on a roll recently.
Yes.
But I want to say something in reference to your current topics that you've been talking about with the case with the Levante situation.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the videos that Larry has done, a lot of the with some of this stuff is very incriminating. And I think one statement he made is very incriminating when he said, according to the recording, he said, you all say molestation and I say exploration. So when you say that, you're saying that if people are saying that they have been molested and you're saying it's exploration, do you know that's very damaging to even imply that many people that have been molested, truly been molested, and you tell them that somebody is exploring them. So I think that statement right there alone is very damaging. Also, too, I know Levante said something in reference to that Larry used a spiritual reference or a spiritual type when he was dealing with him, and to make it seem like you must do something to help your father, to help God would want you to do this or something. Levante was saying to that effect. I may have it a little off. So, have you ever heard of such a thing, that somebody saying that they use God in order to justify sex from someone that they probably should not be getting sex from?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Bishop Eddie Long and other preachers abuse their power to do that. You have to be very careful with that, which is very sad. I don't think no grown man of power, anybody, should be abusing their power of authority to lure young boys into doing any type of ungodly acts. That's illegal, and I don't think that's cool. Because Levante, according to his testimony, his interview with Tasha, he was about 14, 15 years old. He was underage, and I don't think that's cool to do those things as a grown man, to violate an innocent child, because again, a teenager is still considered a child. They're not an adult. So it's just really, really sad that he did those type of things. If it is true, is very disgusting.
Absolutely.
Very, very, very deplorable. And I hope that the police investigate this matter fully.
Okay, well, three things I want to say. Do you know why it took him so long to go to the police with the statement that he did allegedly go to the police with? Because I think it was 2017 or 18 when he did the report.
Yes, when he did the report, it's many other people like Bill Cosby and others, haven't communicated with the cops until 30 years later. Same thing with R. Kelly people as well, with a lot of his victims. So that's not uncommon to go late to the police. I think people think when you get violated, most people go to people there. Some do, but some don't. And and it's a process. It's a process that our justice system sometimes they get it right and sometimes they don't get it right at all. So we're going to see how this is going to play in the future. But I do want to say this though. I checked today on the site. He still have not filed a lawsuit against Levante or Tasha or Bishop Whitehead or even including myself if that's what he want to do. He have not sued anybody. So, yet again, we are dealing with yet another day. And then Tasha K yet got another video coming out with receipts of this accusing to prove his argument that Larry did in fact forcibly fondled him and did some nasty things to him when he was 14, 15 years old. So, I just like, wow, like, wow.
It was I was listening to I'm not online, but I was listening to a video of Sherelle's World. She had a panel on there the other night, and she was just, oh my God, she really was. It was like an anti-Tasha K thing that she was doing. Everybody that said something, she brought it right back around to Tasha K. And they were telling everybody to go to Conscious TV channel to listen to get the facts. And I'm like, oh my God. And like, do you see the dissemination here she was so angry. Everything went back to, she was so angry, Wiley, at, and just really just like if anybody brought up anything to try to defend Levante, she was just absolutely was not having it.
I think for Sherelle's World, I would be angry too. You have a man that can't really arouse you anymore and make you reach a moment. Tasha K, man, still can satisfy her in the bedroom. Tasha K hair is better. Tasha K dress better. So I would be angry too that a man, all he want to do is go live on camera, but when it's time to warm me up on my inside part, he can't really get it a rise without some type of assistance. So, that I would be angry too. And a lot of her anger comes from that she have to be the man and a woman because her husband allow her to walk over him. So that caused a lot of angry. She's a lot of frustrated, but I do believe if she get her somebody that can really change and upgrade her and make sure she feel real good at night, I think she won't be as angry.
Okay. And my last statement is that I want to say this is that, as a person that is gay myself, I know the trickery and the treachery and the things that gay people do in order to get what they want. It's definitely it's the driving of the cars, it's the buying of the clothes. And if any mothers out there that are listening, please be careful with these people that are bringing your sons home, that are taking your sons over to different things and buying this and buying that. That's a no-no. That's a no-no, because what is going on is young people can be very impressionable. They can be bought. They can be persuaded, and you have to be careful with that. So I'm trying to send a signal out to mothers. Please, please, please. No, I don't care if he acts straight. They after men too. And so just be careful. Them probably the ones you really need to be concerned about, the one that's calling themselves acting straight, because they are the ones that can get by and not get under the radar, and then nothing be, thought of. So mothers out there, please know, mothers, please understand what is called grooming. It's called fattening the frog up for the snake. I'm telling you, as a gay person, I know the signs. I know what the deal is. I think all gay people know, especially that deal with men. They know what the calling card. So, but anyway, Wiley, listen, stay strong. Oh, and I think they're scared of you. I think Conscious and that's why they won't come after you, because they know you won't back down. And Conscious use a lot of the bravado. She used a lot of the the gay vernacular, the gay lingo to try to intimidate and scare women. But you and I, as gay people, understand that that's nothing but just selling wolf tickets. And you don't back down. You don't let them scare you. You don't let them intimidate you. You stand on your ground. And I think that's why they will not come after you, because they know that you do not kill one flying flip. So, yeah, they are not. They will attack somebody that is weak or somebody that will not stand up for themselves. They will attack those YouTubers, but they're not going to do you because they know you will not back down. You're going to say what you're going to say, and that's going to be the end of it. So, but anyway, listen, I've held up enough of your time, but we know the deal. As people, we know exactly the techniques that are used to lure guys in, whether you're young, old, or in between.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Oh wow, this video I know is going to do awesome. The video that we did last night, I think, reached 10,000. Right, Paul? It was about 10,000 views. Right, Paul? I believe it was about 10,000 views. So I know this video is going to do good numbers. The video did 11,000 views. So that did great numbers. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for that. Thank you. So we're going to get ready. Members only. We ask that you please do not send our members only content to people, to no bloggers, no media folks. Let these people pay for the content and everything like that, because we are going to get into some things. So I'm going to drop the link in there pretty shortly. Give me about 5 minutes to replenish my drink. Okay. I'm drinking water, purified drinking water. All right. So we're definitely doing that. And we will be resuming in about 5 minutes over there on the Wiley Show page. We are doing it for the members only. So if you don't have a membership, you don't want to miss this tea. All right. So become a member is only $4.99. It is for that price. Definitely amazing content. If you have not joined, join. The Patreon link is in the chat. You can join that as well. We are definitely doing that as well. Thank y'all so very much for support, and you all have been giving us. We got a couple announcements. Now, I did answer all of y'all emails, but please, if you're emailing me about the meet and greet, please let me know which meet and greet. Is it Dallas or Vegas? Okay, so because we got the Vegas one in October. But we do have the Vegas. That's October 6th through the 9th, 2023. If you RSVP for that, please email me at wileyshowproductions@gmail.com. Now, this is the Wiley Show meet and greet on February 11th, 2023. This one actually will be in Dallas at 3 p.m. So please email me and put in the subject Dallas meet and greet, and we will send you the address. We meet at 3 o'clock. Now, this is a chicken restaurant where they have chicken, French fries, fish, all type of stuff there. They got sodas, sodas, no alcohol though. But for those people that say, hey, Wiley, let's keep the party going, we're going to do something that night. So again, we will let y'all know. But please come meet me at 3 o'clock on February 11, 2023. Please make sure you come and patronize the building, the business by buying something. Please order something off the menu because it's a Black-owned business, one of my favorite restaurants. And this is going to be a surprise for the company, for the people over there. And I would love that. So we are definitely going to have that at that particular restaurant. Now, I believe about 6 people RSVP, but please, because that's only how you're going to get the address. We need to know and stuff like that. So definitely great. And then that night, we can either go to Marty's, we go to JR Bar and Grill. We can go either, it's another club. One of my Facebook friends is the DJ of that club. I think it's called The View. So, we're going to look at, we might go to a club that night. Okay, and stuff like that. Yes, the night meeting. So if anybody say, hey, let's go to the club, let's go to a bar that night, we could definitely do that. I am going out more because that's one of my criticisms from my people. They said, well, you need to mingle with the people more in Dallas. So that's what we've been doing. We were supposed to have another guest on here. We're definitely in conversations to get them on our show because we're networking and they're seeing me out in public. Like I saw another guest I'm trying to woo on my show. They were drunk out. I can't wait to talk to them, but they are such a socialite. They were drunk. I said, I reached out to you. Oh, I know you reached out. He was just drunk. So I would love to get him on the show. An amazing talent, brother. But we were really out there networking about the Wiley Show. So I appreciate that. I was in the club, really networking with the people. It was an awesome club. And it was an awesome story. We're going to talk about what really went on after the club in the members only. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure that we put this out here on the social media. If you're sending something to the P.O. Box, it's P.O. Box 701122, Dallas, Texas 75370. So I will be checking that this week. So if anybody sends some products that you want me to, wear a shirt or something like that, that is the P.O. Box information. Also, we have the Cash App, $ Marquise Wiley 28. Also, we have that. So if you want to contribute to that, and the Twitter is @Wiley Show. Thank y'all so very much. Again, we'll be in Chicago this week to go and bury my friend, Jaquez. Continue to pray for me as I travel back home to go to bury my friend, and keep me in your prayers for that. Little black boy, you're beautiful. Little black girl, you're enough. When things get hard, put God first. Now, we'll be back in about 5 members in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. Actually, let me get the link together now. Let me do that right now. Because I want y'all to know it's real. All right. It's a song in my head, but I'm not gonna sing because it's a gospel song. Everybody say real. All right. Give me a second. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna do it right now. Because I want y'all to be able to see it. But let me make sure it's set up right. Okay. All right, because it's just for the members only. All right, and I'm going to drop it on the Patreon. How do you become a member? Give me a second. I want to drop that link in there really quickly. Give me a second. I'm going to drop the link in there for the members only. There you go. Thank you, Shantae. I'm going to drop that in there because if you're trying to become a member, I love that. There we go. Just click on that and you could become a member. All right. All right, give me a second. I'm going to go to my Patreon and post this as well. I'm doing this now. So members, let me know when y'all see the link so y'all can have it. All right. Y'all should be getting an update right now. And the one thing I like about Patreon is because Patreon notification is on point. Because Patreon, Patreon sends you an email and it notifies you when you go on Patreon. So I love Patreon for that. Okay. So that's just how that goes. Yes. All right. So we definitely have that. And members, you all will get first dibs at my t-shirt, the new designs, before the general public does. So you could put y'all gonna be able to put y'all orders in first. And that's gonna be soon. We still working on the designs. Yeah. Where my members at? Okay, let me put this in my Patreon too. Where my members? Where's my background singers? Let me see. Oh, okay, it's right here. Because you got to put this in here. Okay, let me put this on my Patreon. Because we don't just do prayer calls, we talk about mess as well. And we will resume my prayer call because some of y'all been sending y'all prayer requests in, and we will resume that as well. All right.